Hey, and welcome back to another creepy TikTok. If you're enjoying these videos, please make sure that you're commenting, and subscribing. Once we reach 100 subscribers, we're going to be having a giveaway, so make sure that you're in it. All right, enjoy your video.
Have you ever heard about the mystic mask? Hold on tight, because this is spine-chilling. For centuries, the mystical mask has been revered as a symbol of power and protection. According to research, the mystic mask was created by a powerful sorcerer thousands of years ago. The sorcerer was obsessed with finding a way to travel to other worlds, and he used the mask to create a portal between our world and the netherworld, the realm of demons and monsters. However, the sorcerer's experiment went wrong, and the portal opened, allowing demons to enter our world. The wizard was killed in the attack, but the mask survived. Since then, the mystic mask has been passed down from generation to generation, and each new wearer is tempted by its power. There are many stories about people wearing mysterious masks and disappearing without a trace. The others have returned, but they are no longer the same. They are driven by lust for power and hatred for all living things.
I wasn't the only one who practiced this type
So
of...
have you practiced in going out and picking up people off the street and slicing their
Yes,
throats?
the easiest way to
And
do
why
it.
aren't you in jail?
Wait a minute.
And
I want him to say it.
As a matter of fact,
Why didn't they
Oprah,
kill him? And why aren't you in jail?
Please let him speak.
Sharon Tate LaBianca's murder, okay, was a witch's hitting. Sharon Tate wanted out, but the thing is, the Illuminati...
What do you mean she wanted out? She was a witch?
Yes, she was tired of it. She wanted to get out, but
Sharon
the thing
Tate
is...
was a witch, okay.
Oh, but the thing
You
is...
base those allegations on what?
On when I was in myself. I'm not the only one who knows this information. Anybody who was in witchcraft during that time can tell you the same thing. What
That
happened was...
Sharon Tate was a practicing witch?
Yes.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, the Illuminati...
I have no information to refute it, so I'm only going on what you're
The
saying.
Illuminati sent Charles Manson in to kill her. If you remember, she was killed. One leg was strung up from the rafter, her hands behind her, her throat sliced open. There was a tarot, 78 cards in a tarot deck. You look at the 12th major arcana one, it looks like the Hanged Man. That's exactly how Sharon Tate LaBianca was left. Charles Manson did not go into prison. He volunteered to go in.
This scary video, a couple of kids are playing and having fun until this shocking event happens. Watch this.
What the fuck?
That's bizarre.
Whoa. What the fuck? Whoa.
What do you think it is?
I don't know.
Jim, come out here and check this out.
What the fuck?
What is that?
Most likely be dead in 11 months. Why is nobody talking about this? A few days ago, NASA just made a horrifying discovery during a night sky observation session, something that might signal the end of life on Earth as we know it. Just 3 days ago in Washington, NASA launched a telescope into space called the B-22X. This telescope was specifically designed to study the movement of meteorites and asteroids in space, to predict potential collisions with the Earth. On September 27th, the B-22X identified something horrifying. It calculated the trajectory of an asteroid set to hit Earth in 11 months. The impact date is projected to be September 2nd, 2024. Astronomers and scientists estimate there is a 79% chance the asteroid will strike the Earth's surface. The asteroid's size is 4 miles in diameter, and moving at a speed of 10 million light-years per second, and larger than the asteroid that wiped out the dinosaurs. It's large enough to kill trillions of people. World leaders probably know this and haven't told you yet. Follow to stay updated.
What happened to Abigail Weston? During World War II, there was a rumor that the Germans were on the brink of creating super soldiers, which put pressure on all the governments to start their own super soldier program. Due to the danger of the experiments, no one volunteered, and eventually, one of the lead scientists, Albert Weston, offered up his daughter Abigail for the test. However, the experiments went south really quickly, Her hair started falling out and her bone structure started mutating, and shortly after that, she lost her mind. Realizing what he had done, Albert committed suicide. His colleagues were quick to try to get rid of Abigail and tried to starve her to death in her cell. However, she broke out and decapitated 2 security guards. Now, the official story says that she was recaptured and contained in Area 51, but guards and witnesses from that day claimed she was never captured and escaped south, hiding in Superstition Mountain, where many decapitated bodies have been found. So,
flow state. That's when people play the best, and that's when people stay on their game. The moment you take somebody out of their flow state, they won't play the same. Now, there's this famous tennis player. He was doing so well the first half of the game until his opponent went up to him and said, "How do you do it?"
Oh, shit.
That's all he had to say.
Bro started overthinking, fuck. How do I do it?
In the interview, when they asked him, like, why did you lose the game? Because he ended up losing, and he ended up failing, and started playing like a different player. And he asked him, like, what made you fail? He said, because he started to question, how do I do it?
Man shouldn't be able to see his own face. There's nothing more sinister. Nature gave him the gift of not being able to see it, and of not being able to stare into his own eyes. Only in the water of rivers and ponds could he look at his face, and the very posture he had to assume was symbolic. He had to bend over, stoop down to commit the ignominy of beholding himself. The inventor of the mirror poisoned the human heart.
Something they're not telling us that is so gnarly that they don't think people can handle it.
Say these aliens, wherever they're from, made us, that we're a genetic experiment, that they created our religions, our religious figures, that we are an agricultural product, that somehow they harvest us, that our time is limited, you know, that once the experiment's over, poof, we go away. I remember when there was a push back to have an intelligent design universe in the schools, and I wrote a column about it, just said, hey, be careful what you wish for, because you might find out that the intelligent designer isn't God that you're thinking of. It might be some alien science project or something like that. You know, you can imagine a lot of different things that would be really disturbing to people to come out.
This is hard to believe, but we are 1 year closer to a nightmare dystopian world that the government is funding. Many people were freaking out after Saudi Arabia was reported to be building a government city called The Line, housing millions of people in the desert with not many ways for anyone to leave. And if this gets finished, everything will change. The Line attempts to create a linear city housing millions where you'll have schools, hospitals, restaurants, and apartments with many people that are believed to be born and raised completely in the line. The project is worth $1 trillion and has now been reported as 20% done, with reports saying they have hired 3,000 employees and 60,000 construction workers to speed up the process, and drone footage to show how close they really are. Many people were terrified at how fast the government was pushing this, as it's reported they have moved over 1 million cubic meters of dirt every week, but it's reported they'll have a Starbucks, so that's cool.
Denver airport undergrounds are no longer a mystery. Yes, you heard it right. About 3 weeks ago, Michael Johnson, a man from Ohio, embarked on a mission to uncover the hidden depths of the airport. Michael knew that there were 5 underground levels closed to the public. Determined, he devised a plan by creating a fake badge and wearing a fake employee vest. With these, he managed to enter the airport and reach the secret underground levels. However, as he walked down the long corridor of level -4, a closed door blocked his path. Undeterred, he decided to wait for someone to open the door from the inside. 3 hours later, almost ready to give up, his perseverance paid off when someone finally opened the door from the inside and allowed him to enter. What Michael discovered inside will leave you speechless. He found a vast laboratory with water containers containing animals and humans. After a brief exploration, Michael knew it was time to leave. Once back home, he posted photos of his discovery online, but they were taken down within minutes. Despite media attempts to locate Michael for interviews, he disappeared without a trace. Do you want a part 3 to find out what happened to him?
Cider vinegar thing, from supplements to apple cider vinegar and green tea.
Did you hear about the thing about apple cider vinegar? Katy Perry and her husband own Bragg's now. And guess where they're getting all their apples from? Well, you guessed it. Our good friend, the Microsoft guy, I forgot his name, Bill Gates. Bill Gates and his company Appeal. Well, guess what? That Appeal stuff, when you wash it, you can't get that stuff off. You know why? Because it's petroleum based. So every time you eat an apple, it has that appeal sticker on it. Guess what you're ingesting? Byproducts. And they don't want you to take health food supplements. What is this world coming to? Please tell me, because I'm going nuts.